This question is from Ahuti. Namaskaram Sadhguru. Women are socially conditioned to protect themselves since their childhood. Also in one of your talks you mentioned that survival instinct is stronger in them. Will this self-preservative mindset of a woman be a hindrance for her in the spiritual journey?
This happened in Alandurai. For those of you who do not know, Alandurai is a village just about 12 kilometers from here where we are. Actually, it is named after an Englishman who was a hunter in this region, an elephant hunter. His name is Alan. And at that time, you had to call them master. All the English people, the local people had to refer to them as master. So in the local language, it's Dorai. So it's Alan Dorai has become Alan Dorai. So in this Alan Dorai, two donkeys met, real ones. I mean to say four-legged ones. In case you're thinking I'm being nasty, no. Real donkeys, they met. One was very well-fed and doing well. Another one came and he was emaciated and looking quite pathetic. Then they got to talking and inquiring about each other. They have no virus concerns, so they're talking about their own life. So one asked the other, "Why are you stuck in this job with your owner? See, I escaped from my master, I am my own, I go and eat what I want. See how I am, look at you, a pathetic creature." Then the other donkey said, "Yes, my master is a cruel man, he hardly gives me any food, he beats me, he abuses me, uses all kinds of bad words, he even abuses my mother." It's a common habit, you know. Then the well-to-do donkey said, "Why? Why are you with this guy? Why don't you just come with me, let's go away." He said, "See, he also has a young daughter. He also abuses her similarly. He doesn't spare her mother either. And he also beats her with the same stick with which he beats me. And he keeps threatening her, 'If you don't behave, one day I will get you married to this donkey.' So, my job has better prospects." Survival instinct is a very strong thing. It's not only women who have that. When you create situations where they could be physically vulnerable, then of course a woman's sense of self-preservation becomes very strong. This is why creating a civilized place that her physical weakness does not… When I say weakness, I'm not saying weak that way, I'm saying muscular weakness compared to a man doesn't work against her, it's very important. This is why a spiritual space is created in such a way, a woman need not think whether she is a man or a woman, she can just go about as she wants. This is very important, because if you create a space where she is physically threatened, naturally she will become very conscious about her survival process. So this is the business of every civilization, that this is the business of every society, to create a situation where those who are physically weak, children or women or even men who are physically weaker, do not feel vulnerable. This is very important. Well, a whole lot of men who are also only office-going people, if they see those muscular goons who are hanging around in the street corner, they will also feel, all spirituality will go out of them. They will also feel the survival instinct will come up, because this is natural for everybody. But because a woman is vulnerable in many different ways, because of that, it is absolutely important to create societies where there is no physical threat to her existence or her basic dignity. If this is taken care of, well, survival instinct functions the same way in everybody. Actually, I have always noticed, in the initial parts of spiritual growth, women always take very rapid steps. Men are, they're trying to put 2 plus 2 together, but their mathematics is not… mathematical knowledge is not helping them how to put 2 plus 2 together. They keep struggling. But they will come to a mid-range and women, they'll get little distracted here and there. This happened with Gautama. What's her name? It's a beautiful name. What's Gautama's woman disciple, what's her name? Sangamitra. So, Sangamitra argued with Gautama, why don't you let women into the monkhood? They should also become monks. Gautama is, he's not on the social media, he was not. He's unconcerned about other people's opinions. So he said, see, if I have only male monks, this order will live for 2500 years. That's what I'm planning. We've reached 2500 years now, still alive. But if I allow women, it will die in 500 years. So she asked, why is that? Then he said, if only male monks are here, you can always have them attracted towards the Buddhahood, that means a quality. But if you allow the female here, initially she will go for the Buddhahood, then she will want to go for the Buddha. So to make her cross that middle step, it's a bit of hard work. But if she crosses that, then when it comes to a sense of abandon, a woman has a larger sense of abandon than a man. It takes much more for a man to come to a sense of abandon, because when he comes to that place, his sense of self-preservation is stronger than a female thing. The moment the woman feels well protected, she easily comes to a sense of abandon. Just see traditionally what's been happening, or even now. You do one thing, you get a man married and send him to his in-laws' house to live there. You will see how he will struggle. Because he cannot make himself a part of anything, he has to be like that. She goes there, if they're nice, she becomes a part of that home absolutely. More a part of that home than the people who are living there till now. Yes, she will. Because she has a sense of wiping off her boundaries and becoming a part of what she involves herself in. So it is a wrong way to look at it, it is just the physical vulnerability is definitely higher in a woman. So creating societies where that is not being exploited is most important. It is because of this physical vulnerability, this whole all kinds of humor around in the world going on about how a woman will always lie about her age and things like that. This happened. I think it's time we create a female version of Shankaran Pillai. Okay, she went to a casino. She has no name yet. She went to a casino and she kept on in the roulette, she kept on losing. Then the guy who was running the thing, he said, "I've seen this work many times, why don't you bet your age?" She said, "Okay, 29." She put it and then the roulette stopped on 42. She just fainted. Because age is vulnerability, physical vulnerability, that's why